Hey, this is Jeremy Enigk, and you're watching IndieRockReviews.com. No, I still have basically some vocals to do, and then like a mix down and mastering, and then it should be done. So I got about a week's worth of material to record. We're shooting for October 25th, but it might end up being like January, just because of details. We might have a better chance of selling records if we wait a little bit. Hoping to, yeah. Doing a tour in November, where will be most likely just me and an acoustic guitar, and maybe one other person to fill in. So I won't really be having like the record has like a full band on it, like drums, guitar, bass, and I'll be sort of representing, just like the laid back version of that. So it won't be the full thing, but yeah, trying to shoot for November to start, and then hopefully do a world tour as much of the world as possible. Well, I mean, it comes natural. I mean, I definitely like my solo music is my heart and soul, and it's easier on that aspect in that I can do whatever I want, and I sort of have control over things without having to compromise with other band members. But what makes it harder is the fact that you don't have other band members there to sort of help carry the weight. So when I'm stumped and have no ideas, I'm out of ideas, and there's nobody else there to sort of help me. But the transition itself has been it's great. I mean, it's easier, but the actual process is a little bit more difficult. Yeah, it's very personal to me. The music to me, I try to make it as much, I try to connect with it as much as possible. It's really just an extension of how I feel inside, but a lot more exaggerated. I can say a lot of things that I wouldn't typically say in everyday conversation in music. And of course, music itself conveys an emotion that words can never convey.
Is there one, or that's a pretty deep question?
No, on this record there isn't really a common theme. I think on my last couple record, like World Waits was very. It was, it was really about like the world and the state of the world and how, how it's just sort of sad the way it is, and trying to overcome it with positive love and things like this. But this next record was really, I got asked to go to Spain and record a record, so I flew out there. I only had 3 ideas for songs, and I wrote the rest of them right there, just sort of improv and on the spot. And so I didn't really have time to think about what I was writing. I just wrote it and let it out, and what happened is what happened, and it is what it is, and there's really nothing too incredibly deep about it. Yep, I literally would sit down and didn't have any ideas, so I just sit down on a piano or a guitar and just make up something right on the spot, and then I showed it to the producers, of course, and then they would go in and actually play all the instruments themselves over the song that I had just written spontaneously. And so everything was written really spontaneously. I only did, either my acoustic guitar or a piano and vocals, and the rest they did. The drums, bass, guitar, accordion, horns, whatever the song called for. Yeah, it's my record label.
Your record label, so it's
And it's not really a record label, really. Well, it is. I hope for one day for it to be, but at this point, it's really just there to put my own music out without having to go on other labels. But as soon as I have some sort of financial security, I'd like to put out other bands and stuff.
you wanted to get away from it?
No, I mean, I've been on like a few different labels. I mean, Sub Pop and a bunch of other labels. And it's nothing personal against them. It's just that the artist, especially artists like myself, who doesn't sell as many records, doesn't sell 1 million records, you really just don't see the money that someone who sells a lot would. And it just seems to make more sense, especially the day and age now, with the internet, you can actually get your music out there a lot easier. You don't really need to be giving 70, 80% to a label. You can keep it all for yourself. You might not sell as many records, but you're making more of an honest living, I believe. I hope. This is totally on the spot. I might have to think about this one. Well, I could say that I was on tour with the Fire Theft once, and this was awesome. I believe we were opening up for a band, and I got out there and I have kind of a high voice and sing kind of like a girl sometimes in a way, and we were opening up for a band, so the band just didn't, the fans just didn't really know who we were and didn't really care. And I was singing a pretty song, and I just hear the typical meathead in the crowd just go, "Faggot!" And it was pretty awesome. That's the first one I can think of. I mean, that's always a pleasure when you get that, because the person is so utterly ignorant that, and I wish that I would have asked him out or something, just pretended that I was gay just to make him uncomfortable, but yeah. Yeah, I mean, we're still a band. I mean, William and I, when we decided to just sort of break it up, it was just sort of a temporary thing. We just wanted to take a break and just do it when we wanted to do it, not really concentrate on selling records. Just, there might be a day that we decide, let's do a record, and we'll do it. And we don't know when that's going to be, but could be 10 years, could be 20, could be 2 weeks. So we'll see. Other than take care of yourself, be good to yourself, be good to everybody else around you, because it'll come back to you. And it's just awesome to be a good person. And right on, dude. See ya.